What can the average person do to help fight climate change? Sustainable aka slow fashion. Fast fashion producers like H&M or Zara are built on the misery of many people and animals. In Bangladesh, for example, the water is so polluted by the industry that even bathing in it is a serious health endangerment. Also, there are millions of tons of textiles that are on landfills. These are just a few issues. Sustainable fashion isn't much pricier or at all pricier, and you support a more worker and planet-friendly industry. I buy second-hand where I can for this reason. It's easier for me given I live in Melbourne and there's a heap of decent op shops near me, but if I can stop even one or two things going to landfill, I feel like I've done something at least. Honestly, buy used clothes. Maybe no undies. But most people who buy clothes and are selling them likely have only worn them a few times. Recycle the fashion industry. There's lots of apps for things like this, such as Poshmark. Also donate your old ones. Donate old blankets, pillows, and sweaters to animal shelters. Plus, microfibers from new clothes leach into the water system when you wash them. Be mindful when purchasing new items. If everybody on Reddit decided enough was enough and put their lives on hold every weekend to get out in the streets Hong Kong style, we'd be seeing change fast. Plant trees. There is a lot of tree planting companies. Work for them, earn cash, make a difference. If you want to do even more, spend some of that cash on more trees to plant. Ecosia, vote, and engage in activism so that other people also vote. This really is the only real answer here so far. I don't understand why voting would help the environment more. They assume you'll vote for the right person. Assumptions can be very dangerous. Walk or bike instead of driving. Donate and thrift shop instead of throwing away and buying stuff you don't need. Don't use single-use items. Unplug or turn off lights and utilities if you're not using them. Shop locally and organically. Cut down on eating meat. Plant some trees if possible. And try using recyclable materials. To anyone thinking of planting a tree, remember to research which species is best for your area. Not having kids is like the #1 thing. Obviously, that's not for everyone, but it's one more reason to adopt or skip kids altogether. Fringe benefit: if we fail and everything goes tits up, you'll at least be comforted by the fact that you didn't bring some poor kid into a dying world. Basically, make corporations accountable for their actions. The media will blame you for abusing the planet, but in comparison to corporations, you have a minor impact. Wash your clothes in cold water. Don't buy a car and walk/bike/public transit instead. If you do buy a car, buy a used one in good condition and maintain it. If you buy a new car, buy an electric vehicle. Become vegetarian. Set the thermostat to 60°F in the winter, 80°F in the summer. Don't fly, don't buy plastic. And don't be wasteful. Take a local trip for vacation versus some silly faraway attraction. Take public transportation if you don't live in some gang-ridden neighborhood. Turn off lights at night. Don't leave TV on. Educate family and friends, man and woman holding hands. Buy energy-efficient products and cars when it's time to replace the ones you have. Read, research, adapt, commit yourself to doing better. Don't have kids, or if you really do want them, adopt. Think about it, every new person on this world means another person who will likely consume more than the earth can provide, as is currently the case for at least the average person born in the Western world, and they then might go on to produce even more new people. Aside from this, also all the other things mentioned already: go vegan, don't buy things you don't need and try to buy as much second-hand as possible, cycle/use public transport, avoid airplanes, etc. I personally am a vegan, don't have kids and don't plan on ever having any, don't own a car, avoid going on holiday via airplane. I'm working hard on trying to minimize how much products I buy of any kind.